Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? Good afternoon. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I'm here again with another YouTube video. As promised, I think I promised you guys about a week and a half ago that I was going to go ahead and drop a new YouTube video. Um, so I've had a couple guys reach out to me and ask me about the orb, right? The opening range breakout, and they've asked me if it's a good method. Yes, it's a great method. It's a method that it's quite used by scalpers in the morning to trade the New York Open. It's something quite simple. It's not too complicated, and typically, you know, the people who trade the orb are more of like scalpers. They're trying to go into the market quickly, get their money, and get off, right? For the rest of the day. So um, I want to go ahead and jump into this video. Um, the best method is to trade it on the 15 minutes. That's how they teach you how to trade the orb. I've seen scalpers trade it in the 5 minutes. I've used it in the 5 minutes. I don't recommend it. I only recommend it once you have enough experience to know volatility and you have some fundamental understanding, yada, yada, yada. I've seen other guys trade it on the 30 minutes, but ideally, the best time frame is the 15 minutes. So today, for the sake of this YouTube video, I'm going to go ahead and to keep things quite simple and not too long, right? Nobody likes a long video. I'm going to go ahead and show you the strategy, the opening range breakout on the 15 minutes. The New York Open, right, or the New York opens up, the trading session opens up at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, New York, right? So if I wake up in the morning, what I like to do, if I'm preparing myself to trade the New York Open at 9:30, I like to wake up, look at the markets 8 o'clock in the morning, and what I would do is I would mark off these highs here, right, of previous day, London session, etc., etc. And what this does is that it helps you create a map, right, of price action. All right, so if it breaks out to the bottom side, all right, these are my areas that I'm going to be targeting at first, and these are the areas that I'm going to be looking at to take profits, etc., etc. And you also would mark these highs here, right, of previous day, London section, or the day before, etc., etc. And now you wait, right? You wait for 9:30. You obviously between 8 and 9:30 in the morning. You start reading. You start getting your bias. Is it going to be a bearish day? It's going to be a bullish day. You start reading fundamentals, etc., etc. And then what you do is you move forward. You wait up to 9:30 in the morning. And what time is this here? 8:30. And this is 9:30. Boom. Okay. All right. So now, if you're scalping, you look at this candle here, right? And this candle is the typical 9:30 candle, right? It has a lot of momentum. You see that whiplash, a lot of exhaustion. You have a lot of volume coming into that 15-minute 9:30 candle, right? Because it's the open. So there's a lot of orders, right? You have a whole bunch of buy orders coming in, and you have a whole bunch of sell orders coming in. So that's why you see these candles. These candles are extremely volatile, right? So now we have an understanding that bears wanted to come in and dominate the market, but bulls came in and pushed this up right here, right? As you can see, look at that long, long wick. There was a struggle. Bulls came on top, and they're pushing the market to the top side. But this is 9:30, right? So now we got to wait. But what you can do is you can also mark already this low here. All right, so that's just a good indication because what happens is that this is a point. This is the losing point. This is the power that the bears had to come down to the market. So if we have an understanding that if bears come back to this part over here of this candle here and breaks this, then we can have more of a concrete understanding that, yeah, you know what? If they were able to push beyond the opening point of their fight or their struggle, yeah, this is going to go to the bottom side here. So now we wait to 9:45 and we'll see what happens. Boom. This is 9:45. Now you also mark up the top side because this is the power that the bulls had. This is all their mighty power, right? That the bulls had at 9:30. And it's important. Why? Because this is where we have an understanding and we know for a fact that the market At 9:30 is where you place the majority of your orders for the day. So now we have the majority order for bears, which is down here, and now we have the majority of orders for the bulls. So that's why this method is so good, right? Because, and don't quote me on this, but I think that there's like a 75 or an 80% chance, the stats prove it, that if it breaks, there's an 80% or 75% chance that it will continue the trajectory that it broke off from, right? So what this looks like is that you're betting that if it does this, it's going to do this, and you're betting that if it breaks to the bottom side, it's going to do this. Okay, so that's the orb. That's the opening range breakout. So let's see what happens. Boom. This is now 10 o'clock in the morning. We see a candle from the bulls, right? So now we can still see that bulls are trying to, they're dominating. They're trying to break out, but they can't break out. So we continue to wait because now this is called the range, right? We don't take anything inside of this here. This is our range. We don't want to take anything. We want to wait for a clear breakout. Continue to wait. This is 10:30. Boom! What do we see? Bulls came in, right? They finally broke out. If you're a scalper, aggressive, this is your play. That's why it's called the breakout. Some guys are called breakout traders because they would have gone as soon as this let me clear this up here for a second. As soon as an aggressive trader would have seen a break here, they're going inside that trade, and they would be targeting this this high, and obviously this high here on the top, right? So here, what you would have done is you would have cleared out. You would have cleared out, I don't know, 50%, 60%, whatever your ratio is, and then you leave runners, right? And if you're more of a conservative trader, you wait for a pullback. Now, ideally, we understand that a breakout's here, so there's a high chance that the market's going to come back here. This is where it broke off. So if you're more of a conservative trader, you wait for the pullback. All right, now we know that the day is bullish. Boom, boom, right? Now we know the day is bullish. So if you want to go ahead and be conservative trader, this is your buy signal here. If you're conservative, this is your buy, and then you'll be targeting this area, and then you'll be targeting this area, and then see what happens. Boom, there we go. There you go. So you can cut off, I don't know, 50, then leave only 20%, leave your runners, yada yada yada. So I wanted to go ahead and keep this video short, but that's the orb strategy. It's quite simple. It's not complicated. It's mostly used by scalpers. Ideally, if you're going to go ahead and use this strategy, I recommend for you to use it on the 15-minute. Don't go down to the 5 minutes. If you're going to go and use it for the 5 minutes, be experienced. It's only for experienced traders, especially if you have a fundamental understanding. And then that could be used to your advantage, and that's why you can go down to the 5 minutes because you understand fundamentals a little bit more, and that helps you. And you can go ahead and trade on the 5 minutes because as soon as you see a breakout in the 5 minute, and fundamentals, that's a clear sign for you that bulls will control the day. In this example, like in this example here. So I want to go ahead and keep this video pretty short. It's 9 minutes. I don't want to complicate it, but yeah, that's the orb strategy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. On to the next time, guys. Take it easy.